Hey there, toy collector friends and Doctor Who fans alike. Welcome back to the channel. I'm the Triple TC, that's the time travelling toy collector, and this is my ongoing exploration of Doctor Who The Collection. And here I'm... oh, hang on. No, sorry. This is not quite what we're looking at. This is the Steelbook that first came out for Doctor Who Season 5 back in the day. And I just thought I'd show it to you, to be perfectly honest. To go, this is how far we've come, because this is, as many of you will be aware, I can't even open it, how it originally appeared when it was first released. Goodness me, so much beauty, but yeah, and quite bookish in its steelbook quality, I must say, with that horrendous crack along the front. But yeah, so here we have the original Steelbook limited edition for season 5, but that of course is not the main attraction of today's video. This is the main attraction of today's video. So here we are with what in New Who land is called the complete 5th season. However, if you're using my numbering, that makes this season 31 in the overall Doctor Who The Collection. So for those of you who don't know, which I imagine is very few and far between, but so if you do know, skip forward 15 seconds. If you don't know, because of the sporadic release of the limited edition Blu-ray collector sets for Classic Who, I've made the decision to go through from the very beginning of all the ones that I've had, and to extend it into the New Who range. So it is literally the complete collection of Doctor Who, starting in 1963, going right up to wherever it goes up to. Who knows? And for giggles, I have essentially taken the liberty, but it's my channel so I can, of allocating ongoing season titles to the New Who series. And that does require a bit of jiggery pokery when you get to the specials, etc, etc, but don't worry about that. When that happens, I'll explain it. I'm currently doing all of the first editions, first seasons rather, of each of the new Doctors, and today is the first appearance of the 11th Doctor's first season. And yes, it's season 5, but if in the spirit of the the collection, it technically for now becomes season 31. So if you don't like my numbering, that's absolutely fine. It really doesn't matter. It's just for a laugh. So there's no need to get upset or irate or write frankly jolly rude comments, which are likely to be deleted. Or maybe I'll just leave them, but then other people may have something to say to you, and I was trying to avoid that. Because I'm just doing it for fun, and it doesn't need, you know, people doing what they like for fun, which is being unhappy and spoiling other people's fun. So anyway, let's bring this a little bit closer. The artwork is brilliantly indicative of, I'm trying to not avoid spoilers if you haven't seen it, but of the Van Gogh paintings that appear within the series, and more than that I won't say. I keep them in the slip card to keep the edges nice and clean. You can see the lovely metallic artwork there. Oh, and even the sonic screwdriver looks like it's lighting up, but how lovely that is. On the back you can see some more of the wonderful artwork, and you can see everything that's included here. That's the list of episodes and the bonus features. All the rest of the official blurb is there as well. And again, I'm always taken with the artwork, because this really brings home to me the value of the personal value, not the monetary value, but the value of physical media. It really does. I love it. So here we can see that it's season 5. It's fabulously thin. If I just bring it in, something I like to talk about in terms of the collection Blu-ray box sets, how much space saving occurs. But here it is next to the original Steelbook for season 5, and again we can absolutely see that it's practically the size of 2 of these, give or take a millimetre or so. So yeah, I'm very much taken with this limited edition re-release collection. So let me take the slipcase off rather, And there it is in its entirety. And again, you know what, it is beautiful. I mean, you know, I know people enjoy streaming and you can do lots of things on streaming, but what you can't do is see all of the special features and the documentaries and the behind the scenes stuff. And that, I think, is something that is really missing from here. The collection usually features the TARDIS, one form or another, on the back. This isn't quite the case with the New Who seasons, but again, look at that. And I know I'm deliberately, probably annoyingly so, rubbing that, allowing that light to bleed up and down against the case, but I just think it's just so spectacular. It's just such a wonderful view. You've got the Weeping Angels, you've got Silurians, you've got the mysterious River Song, you've got Rory, you've got Amelia Pond, and you've got Daleks in wartime and New Paradigm-y. And of course that crack. The crack. And there's the Pandorica at the top, crowning it all off. So a really beautiful piece of artwork across the piece. We'll open it up. There's not a huge amount to see inside. There's the leaflets and stuff. You know, what can we get? There's the artwork on the discs. We can flip that across like that. You can see that. Should have turned them the right way up. I don't know why they've all bent out of shape. And you can see behind, which I'm not going to do because I'll drop everything, it's the artwork from the original series trailers. So very nice. It's a very, let me just slip that back inside so I don't lose it. It's a really lovely addition to the shelf. And anyone who is, you know, trying to get into catching up on everything that's gone before, yes, you can absolutely now watch it currently on streaming channels, Disney Plus, for example, I think, and iPlayer, depending where you are in the world. But from my point of view, someone who grew up with VHS cassettes and then DVDs, and then now Blu-rays, this is lovely. This is a real. I think it's really important to not lose sight of the relevance of physical media, because it brings together so much. And again, streaming channels are great, but not all of the streaming channels give you access to the behind the scenes features, especially not so much in New Who, but especially in the classic collection range, where there are new documentaries filmed exclusively for those box sets. So, you know, I'm a big fan of the physical media side of things, not least because obviously I collect stuff, and it's hard to collect stuff that doesn't have a physical presence. It's not impossible, but it's harder. But yeah, so I just wanted to say how much I appreciate the ongoing quality and attention to detail across the whole of what's been produced. And I do have, at the time of recording, I do have the next season, which is the first one to feature Ncuti Gatwa in the role of the Doctor, on pre-order. Again, I've gone for the Steelbook for continuity. Who knows what the numbering will look like when that's finally released. I personally can't wait, because the debates will rage. For me, it will be season 41. Some of you might think it should be season 40, but if you're not sure of how it's worked out, then ultimately at some point you'll see how I've mapped out all of the seasons to fit in, because I made it so that the 60th anniversary run of the 14th Doctor ended up being the 40th season of Doctor Who. And I know there's lots of different variations and lots of different opinions, and that's marvellous. Difference is what makes us all so special, so unique, and ultimately it's the one thing about us that, whilst being unique, is the same. We all have our opinions. Anyway, thank you for spending the last 10 minutes or so with me looking at this. It's a brief entry into the collection because, as I've mentioned before, limited edition though they may be, the Blu-ray Steelbooks for New Who don't have an awful lot of additional content, so whereas the collection tends to go on a little bit longer because there's more to look at, these are quite swift, which I'm pretty sure a lot of people are very grateful for. Anyway, you take care. I look forward to seeing you in a future video, or indeed a past video. If you haven't already, do please like this video, and really, really important, if you could subscribe to the channel, you'll absolutely be helping me to get to my next subscriber target, which would be fantastic. It's absolutely free to do. There's no catch, there's no twist, there's no secret to it. It's one small click for you, and it makes such a difference to me, and I'll be so grateful. I really appreciate each and every one of you who watch the videos, but also those who actually then convert from just watching it to subscribing. It makes a world of difference to me. Thank you so much. Anyway, I look forward, as I've mentioned, to seeing you again in the future. I've been the Triple TC. That is the Time Travelling Toy Collector. You've been a wonderful audience, and this has been the Blu-ray Steelbook for New Who Season 5, aka Doctor Who The Collection, Season 31. I know, don't worry about it. It's just nonsense. You take care. Bye-bye for now.